not to like? Here's what I can tell you, that life can change just like that. Don't take it for granted. Don't take relationships for granted. I called him after Bo died, and he basically said, well, Bo was my soul. We've talked for a long time. He came to my ceremony and said some of the most incredibly heartfelt things that anybody could ever say to me. And he's the nicest person I think I've ever met in politics.
Is that right?
He is as good a man as God ever created, and we don't agree on much. But I think he's been dealt a really gut blow. I think he focuses on what he's got to do, not what he lost. His heart's been ripped out, but he's going to make sure that the other members of his family is well taken care of. And he started talking about his grandkids. More worried about them than anything.
What's not to like?
Whoa.
What's not to like, Lindsay says.
So moving.
As good a man as God has ever created.
You almost believe him.
We agree with Lindsey Graham there.
I agree.
And by the way, I mean, Lindsey's consistent. I mean, we were just talking about him on the floor, and I can't even do it with a straight face, Willie. I'm sorry. Here was Lindsey yesterday.
Okay.
Here's Lindsey yesterday.
Tweeted.
He said, what brazen politicalization of January 6th by President Biden? How dare he say the same thing yesterday that I said a year ago? That's not in the tweet, actually, but he says, I wonder if the Taliban, who now rule Afghanistan, or Al-Qaeda elements present, contrary to President Biden's beliefs, are allowing this speech to be carried. Willie, I'm a little confused here. I'm not exactly sure what the Taliban has to do with the United States Capitol being attacked, and Lindsey being so angry. He said, I'm done with him. I'm off the Trump train. And then, again, I think 3 people and a hound dog bothered him at Reagan National Airport, and he just he melted down. But he says, this guy he's all over the place. I mean, Biden's an angel, Biden's a devil. I mean, it's like, you know, when we were young kids, there's a movie called Sybil. It freaked me out. I think Sybil had about 48 personalities. Lindsey, I don't know if Lindsey has 48, but he's getting close. And I've known him for a long, long time. There are many layers of that onion to peel. One day, Joe Biden's the greatest guy of all time. Peel back onion, he's the devil. He's the enabler of the Taliban. And peel back the onion the next day, he's off the Trump train. Peel back another layer, whoops, look at that. There's an image in that layer of him golfing at Mar-a-Lago after he said he was done with Donald Trump.
Oh, my God.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough, he said the night of January 6th before quickly hopping back on board the Trump train. You know, I'm so glad we played that clip. That was from 2015. That's not that long ago. It's 7 years ago, where he had tears in his eyes saying he's as good a man, Joe Biden is, as God ever created, because it shows that Lindsey Graham and others have made a choice. A man he truly believes is a good man, even if he disagrees with him on politics, Joe Biden. He has pushed him to the side for a man who he believes can save his political hide, a man he fears, a man who he kneels before, like so many politicians do politically, and say, please, I'm sorry I offended you. What can I do to make up for this? May I come down to Mar-a-Lago? Can I come play golf with you? Can I give you some legitimacy from the Republican Party? What they're doing is choosing a man they don't like. Joe, we talked to all these people privately. Yeah. They don't like Donald Trump. They wish he'd go away. But people they love and admire, as Lindsey Graham just said of Joe Biden, get pushed to the side for a man they fear in Donald Trump.